Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to the Google Classroom. Children, today we will complete the story that we had started in the previous lesson from Oxford International English Student Anthology Book 1. It was a fantasy story from Unit 7. We had done the half reading of Ruby Nettleship and the Ice Lolly Adventure that was written by Thomas Docherty. Today we'll start from page number 72. As I told you, fantasy story or tale is a fiction. Such type of story is false or not true. It is based on imaginary world that is built up by the writer. This tale is also one of them. Let's begin the lesson with the learning objectives. Can I recall the main events of the story from page number 66 till 71? Can I read the story with correct pronunciation and fluency? Children, in intro starter activity, I'll ask you some questions to recall the main events or points of the story we did in the last lesson. Afterwards, it will be easy for you to understand what's going on next. My first question is, what was the name of the girl? What was the name of the girl? Yes, her name was Ruby Nettleship. You are right. Can you tell me, what did she love to do? Yes, she loved climbing, sliding, jumping, running, and dreaming of adventures. Do you know where was the playground? Yes, you are right. In the park by Ruby's house, there was an old playground that wasn't in good condition. Now tell me, how did the children enjoy there? Yes, there was the only one thing for the enjoyment of the children, and that was a swing, while the other objects were broken. For example, the slide didn't slide, the roundabout wouldn't go round, and the sea had lost its saw. Come on, the next question. Why were the children standing in a queue? Yes, you are right. There was always a big queue of children waiting to swing on it because there was the only one swing in the playground. The next question is, why did the children go back to their homes? Yes, the only one swing had broken so that they went home. Now tell me, what did she mumble to look around the playground? Yes, absolutely right. With heavy heart, she looked around the playground and says, "No one cares us. If this was my playground, there would be loads of brilliant stuff for everyone to play on." The next question is, how did she being interrupted when she was thinking about the playground and she was talking to herself, then how did she being interrupted? Very nice. She was interrupted by the tinkle of an ice cream van that was right next to her. Do you know What did the lady give to Ruby? Yes, the lady was driving the ice cream van. That's right. She gave her an ice lolly. And how was the ice lolly from inside? Absolutely right. It was green like the wrapper, but it seemed to glow from the inside. And you can see in the picture as well. Children, what did appear at the end of the lolly stick? Yes, she unwrapped the ice lolly and started to eat it because it was so yummy. When she takes one or two bites, then what did appear at the end of the lolly stick? The letter P and L appeared on the end of the lolly stick. Okay, my last question is, where was the story set in? Yay! Very good. It was set in a playground. It was the very easy question. I'm sure every point is clear to you. Let's proceed. It's time for the main activity. So please open up page number 72 and write day, date, and classwork at the top of the page. As you can see on the slide, today it is Friday, 16th April 2021, and don't forget to write classwork in the middle of the page. Yes, open up page number 72, write day, date, and classwork. Try to write on the white one portion because if you will write on the purple strip, it will be very difficult for me to read it. All of you have written? That's good. Now start reading with me. Ruby ate the rest of the lolly quickly and held the stick up to examine it. It read, "Plant me." I wonder what will happen if I do, thought Ruby. Quickly means fast or speedily. Held. Held is the second form of verb. Hold is the first form. It means to carry or support with hands. Examine. Examine it to look into or check out. Wonder. I wonder. Wonder means surprised or amazed. Ruby ate the ice lolly quickly to see what's written on the stick. There was written, "Plant me." She was thinking with curiosity that what will happen if I do so? Come on the next page. Next paragraph. No one was about, so she pushed the lolly stick firmly into the ground, covered it up, and waited. Almost immediately, Ruby felt a rumbling in the ground beneath her. Pushed. Pushed means pressed, to press something. Firmly. Firmly is a way to use steady power or strength, or you can say strongly. Covered. Covered means to put something on top to protect something. Waited. It is the second form of verb. Immediately. Immediately mean at once or quickly. Rumbling. Rumbling is a deep, rich, repeated sound. In the ground beneath her. Beneath means below or underneath. So, as Ruby pushed the stick strongly in the ground, soon after the ground started to shake underneath her. Got it? Now, come on the next page. She watched in amazement as a multicolored shoot pushed its way up through the soil. Look at the picture. Amazement. Amazement. Amazement is a feeling of great surprise. You can see the expressions of Ruby. Multicolored. 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 Repeat with me. Multicolored. Having many colors, or you can say colorful. Shoot. Shoot. Shoot is a young branch comes out from the surface of the ground is called shoot. Children, she couldn't understand what's going on. Suddenly, a colorful shoot pushed out through the soil, as you can see in the picture. Now, come on the next paragraph. It shot up into the air, nearly hitting her on the nose. You can see in the picture she was sitting on the ground and looking at the shoot with curiosity. When the shoot grew a little more by hitting her nose. Look here. Now, come on the third paragraph. Once it had grown to twice Ruby's height, it sprouted new branches that twisted and turned into a beautiful swing, as you can see in the picture. Grown. Grown. Grow is the first form of verb. Grown is third form of verb. Grown mean increase in size naturally. Twice, double in size, or 2 times. Sprouted. 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 Read with me. Sprouted. Sprouted mean started to grow. Twisted. Here it is, twisted. This is the proper shape of twist. You can see here. Twisted. Twisted and turned. Within few seconds, the colorful shoots grew double to Ruby's height and its branches twisted and turned into a beautiful swing, as you can see here. Let's come to know what happened next. This is page number 74. Look at the picture. Wow. Can you see there are so many swings? Here is a roundabout, slides, ladders, swings. It's looking great. Now read with me. Wow! Cried Ruby. She climbed aboard and launched herself into the air. As Ruby started to swing, more shoots appeared. They quickly sprouted ladders and poles that blossomed and bloomed with swings and slides. Ruby was swinging so high by now that she could see over the whole city. I bet no one else is having this much fun, she thought to herself. Then Ruby had an idea. abroad. Here it means in different direction or over a wide area. Look at the picture. She climbed up a swing and it moved towards different directions. Launched, floated into the air. Blossomed. Blossomed and bloomed means grow more flowers, twigs, and branches. Students, as Ruby climbed up the swing, it grew more and started to float into the air. She was taking swing, and what's this? More shoots appeared and they were turning into ladders, poles, slides, and swings. Ruby was swinging very high so she could see over the whole town. She was enjoying the moment. Meanwhile, she got an idea. Let's see what was that idea. It is page number 75. Now read with me. As if it had read her thoughts, the playground flowered over the whole park and began to spill out into the street. The first thing Ruby did was to pick up her friends and all the other children who lived nearby. "This way!" shouted Ruby, and with that they headed off towards town. Look here, she is pointing towards the town. Children, Ruby wasn't saying a single word, but it seemed shoots were reading her mind. Whatever she was thinking, shoots were following her. First, the shoots blossomed over the whole park. Then they moved towards the street from where she picked up her friends and all the other children who lived there. After that, she pointed towards the town and shoots start to move there. Now let's see, where did they go? Oh my God! Look at the illustrations. Animals have joined them. And here, can you see? They are all in a mall. All the animals and children are enjoying a lot here in the mall and making mess. Read with me. On the way, they dropped in at the zoo to see if the animals wanted to come out and play. After that, they visited the supermarket and made a giant trolley roller coaster. This is a giant trolley roller coaster. Students, on the way they stopped at the zoo to see if the animals wanted to come out and play or not. But you can see most of the animals joined them and played a lot. Then they visited a supermarket and made a giant. Giant means huge, so big. They made a giant trolley roller coaster. People at the supermarket were astonished to see all this. Can you see the expressions of the people that are in the illustrations? Yes. Now come on the last page. It is page number 77. By the time they go into the center of the town, the playground was full to busting. The playground was full to busting. Even the grown-ups had climbed out of their cars, put down their shopping, forgotten about work, and joined in the fun. Soon the whole city had ground to a halt. Now what? Wondered Ruby. Busting. Busting. Busting means things that cannot be controlled. Grown-ups. Grown-ups. Grown-ups means adults, elders, or young ones. Climbed out. Climbed out of their cars, get off, or come out from their cars. Ground to a halt. It is a phrase. It means stop working or moving forward. When they moved into the center of the town, center means middle of the town. Middle of the town, everything was turned into a playground. People who were going on their jobs or going back to their homes or going for shopping came out of their cars or buses and joined in fun. They have forgotten everything. The whole city stopped working. They were just enjoying and having fun. But what about Ruby, who was just thinking about more adventures? Okay, now, can you tell me, do you like the story or not? Yes, it was really very interesting. As I told you, it is fiction. Mostly, fantasy tales begin with real characters but end with an imaginative world that couldn't happen in real life, as it was happening in this story. Such type of things are far away from our real life. Okay? Now we will talk about some difficult words. Read with me. Quickly. Quickly. Quickly means fast or speedily. Held. Held. Held mean to carry or support with hands. It is the second form of verb. Examine. Examine. Examine mean to look into deeply. Wonder. Wonder. Wonder mean surprised. Pushed. Pushed. It is the second form of verb. It means pressed. Firmly. Firmly. Firmly means strongly, with full pressure. Covered. Covered. It is also a second form of verb. It means to put something on the top. Immediately. 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 Quickly. It means quickly. The next word is rumbling. 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 Rumbling is loud repeated sound. Rumbling. Beneath. 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 Under or below. Under or below is the meaning of beneath. The next word is amazement. 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 Amazement is a feeling of great surprise. And the last word on this slide is multicolored. 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 Multicolored means colorful or having different colors. On this slide, the first word is shoot. 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 Shoot Shoot is a very young branch that comes out from the soil. Grown. Grown. Grown is the third form of verb. It means to increase in size. Twice. Twice. Twice means double or 2 times. Sprouted. Sprouted. Sprouted means started to grow. Twisted. 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 Twisted means rolled in a particular shape. Abroad. Abroad. Move in different directions. Launched. Launched means floated into the air. Blossomed. Blossomed. Blossomed means when flowers grow, it called blossomed. Busting. Busting. R is silent here. Busting. Uncontrollable. Grown-ups. Grown-ups. Adults or young people. And the last word is ground to a halt. It means to stop working or moving forward. Okay? Hopefully everything is clear to you. Now, what will you do? You will read the story at least 2 times. Inshallah, in the next recorded lesson, we will do work on activity book related to this story. Till then, take good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.